Yeah, that's well asked. Yeah, I mean, he he struck out three because he had one in the ninth, no walks, and just pitched like you're supposed to. He used his curveball a little bit more, but he also threw his fastball in a little bit more, and it opened up the plate. He added, subtracted. It was really fun to watch him pitch like that. And then for us, to get some runs, and then the way he's pitching, we needed a day like that. And it's one day, but we still, I was happy for our hitters. They were able to relax a little bit, and we're running the bases and going first to third, and it was a needed game.
The score spread out a little bit. Does that make it a little easier to send him out there for the ninth inning too?
Well, I wasn't concerned about the way he's pitching. I just didn't want him to get up there too much, where because he has been throwing the ball pretty well and wanted to continue. So, and I told him before he went out there, I said, I know you deserve to get a complete game, but I said, you got to get him out here because I didn't want that to creep up much higher.
We could probably ask about every hitter in the lineup today. Just when
Almost.
You have contributions up and down the lineup, just how relaxing is that?
It's good. And like I said, I think for the hitters, it's, starting with Kip and on down all the way, whether guys took their walks or got big hits. Austin swung the bat very well today. Santana. I mean, we did a lot of good things offensively. That was, you saw what Zim can do even on the base hit getting to second. I mean, and again, we played with a lot of energy today. Some of that's, when you have 18 hits, you're going to look like that. We're going to have to find a way every day to come out with the same drive, however you want to say it, because we're not always going to get 18 hits. But I was really happy for our hitters.
You had mentioned even yesterday just the need to keep the line moving offensively. It's not as simple as just flipping a switch like that. But what kind of enables?
Well, one, you got to get it moving. Sure. A lot of times we've been at times getting our innings going with 2 outs, and that doesn't mean you can't score. We do that, when you're going good, but it's a lot harder. You get it going early. Then all of a sudden the sac fly comes into play, or things like that, and your inning's not over as soon as somebody rolls over or something. But I think a lot of that is when guys are willing to hit the ball the other way, because then you're not rolling over it in the double plays, things like that.
You mentioned Austin having a big day. How big was that for him after just being activated from the DL on Friday?
Oh, I don't think it's any different than anybody else. He's been doing this for a long time, I think. But he did swing the bat very well. I think more, or just as important, he looks healthy, which is good. And then he flipped over to right field, and he handled that too, so that helps us too. Gives us a little more versatility.
A day off for Lindor is pretty rare, but just to get to see Eric play out there and first 2 balls went to him.
He's good. He's a good defensive shortstop. We've always said that. He's really good defensively, and he's still a work in progress at the plate. He's done a lot of good things at AAA. Up here, he's played so sparingly, it's kind of hard to tell. But boy, he can catch it.
Maybe those long strides, seems like he can get just about everything.
Wow, he's got terrific range. He's got a good arm. He's got good carry. He's got great hands. His defensively, it's as good as there is.
You've seen Josh for quite a while. Is there something in particular when he's throwing that well that he's doing differently or better than maybe the starts where he's giving up some?
Well, I think one, he has to pitch in because he doesn't maybe throw as hard as everybody else. He used his curveball more. But he was crisp. He didn't walk. He didn't walk anybody. Can't steal. They almost stole base because But it's hard to run. You got to get hits to beat him. And today was one of those days where we say maybe he'll give up a solo. Well, boy, did he ever. But it was one run. And moved on. And Hosmer hit a bullet, but fortunately it was right at Carlos. Other than that, he just kind of took the sting out of their bats. The wind's blowing in, and he threw strikes, and he stayed out of the middle of the plate.